Hello, welcome. Let's talk about Miss Eboni K. Williams, who is a successful lawyer and television host. She just recently did an interview with Iyanla, and she said that she would not date a bus driver. Well, she would only if he owned the bus. And people panties are in a bunch, honey. Child, I mean, you could have sworn that this woman said that she would only date him if he owned a bank. I mean, owning a bus really isn't that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? She's a successful lawyer. She wants a man with ambition. There's nothing wrong with that. So yes, she wants a man that matches her ambition and her drive. And that's not a bus driver. I'm sorry. Now people are acting like it's a problem that she doesn't want to date a bus driver with all of her accomplishments. The real problem is people don't think that black women should have standards. And it's crazy to me how a woman suggesting that a black man owns something is an issue. Now, Mammy Iyanla goes, oh no, that's a problem. You want him to own the bus in order to date him? No, that's not how you measure a man. But men can measure us by our looks, and it's okay. But we can't measure a man by his level of ambition. Give me a break. In this next clip, Iyanla is going to ask Miss Eboni, would she date a bus driver?
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Now, why is that a problem? Why is it a problem for an accomplished black woman to want a man to meet her where she is, who comes with just as much accomplishment as she has? How is that a problem? It's a problem when women date down. Because when they date down, they lose. When a man is accomplished and he lists all his ridiculous standards that he has for the woman that he wants in his life, nobody questions it. Nobody tells him that that's a problem or he wants too much. Why is that? Why can't black women have standards? Now, people are acting as if this woman saying she doesn't want to date the bus driver unless he owns the bus is going to cause women all over the world to not want to date bus drivers. There are women out there that are a perfect fit for a bus driver, like a teacher or the woman that rides the bus to and from work every day. In real life, there are no bus drivers pursuing lawyers. Let's be real. Where are they going to meet? They live in two completely different worlds. When would a bus driver have the time to pursue a relationship with a lawyer? Where would he take her on their first date? She doesn't want to go to Shoney's or Piccadilly's, or she don't even want to go to Copeland's. Like she used to fine dining. I mean, it just wouldn't work. Let's be honest. Can you imagine her dating a bus driver or being married to one and, taking him to a business meeting or, out to dinner with her colleagues? This man would be completely, out of place, nervous. He probably don't even own a suit. Come on. Men already have fragile egos, and he wouldn't want to date her either. Most men don't want to date women that are more accomplished than they are. They just really don't. Like I said, they have very fragile egos. Now, some men would date women that are more successful than they are just to have access to their bodies if they're attracted to them and their money. but they really don't want to be with them. They'll do things to make themselves feel like more of a man, like they're more likely going to cheat on her and be with somebody else, and maybe even use her money to take care of another woman, because in that situation he feels like a man. But with a successful woman, he kind of doesn't. And men have a real hard problem with being with women that are more successful than them. Women usually lose if they date a man that's less successful than they are.
I can build with a bus driver. I'd have my little stash over on the side in my prenup, but I can build with a bus driver.
Okay, so Yana says she would build with a bus driver, or maybe even marry one, but she would protect her money from him. Now that's all fine and dandy for Iyanla, but Miss Ebony probably don't want to have to do all of that. When you marry somebody and you're the breadwinner pretty much, you can become responsible for their bills. You can be forced to pay their bills. Miss Ebony don't want to possibly put herself in that type of situation. Apparently black women can't have standards, and we damn sure can't require our black men to level up. We just can't. Otherwise, we get prosecuted for it. We know if black women raise their standards, black men would rise to the occasion. They would rise and level up and become better men. It would definitely happen. That's why there is this concerted effort for black women to not have standards. That's why every time a black woman says anything about having standards, she gets shot down immediately. This society does not want black people to rise as people, because we've always, been on the bottom, and we've always been the people that everybody else step on in order to get ahead. But listen, the girlies are saying no more. Like, they're not settling. I've seen in them comment sections, there's a lot of women that saying we're not settling no more. And I am so proud. And I've even seen some men agreeing. Now, of course, there's still the dusty men that, whenever you tell them to do better, they're always going to whine and complain. And of course, there's the mammies like Iyanla, and there's the Barbara the Builders and the Pickmishas. Yeah, they're in there too. But I've seen a lot of women say that, they agree with Miss Ebony. And I was so proud. I'm like, finally! Now let's see what people are saying in the comments. Repost Wiz says, side note, systematic oppression has to stop being the scapegoat for all the bull-ish that goes on in the black community. While yes, it's very real, we are starting to use it as a way to escape accountability. I agree with that 100%. Another comment says, y'all just be telling on your own insecurities. When someone expresses their values for their life, why is this even an issue? Why do black women get shut down for their preferences of what type of male they want to unite with? I guess it's fine if she settles for whatever or whoever crosses her path. How did we get here? At Iyanla Van Zant. Evolution is real in humanity too. Doesn't mean every woman is trying to become masculine, especially black, and you should understand that. Exactly. How does what someone else wants for their life causes someone to feel insecure? I will never understand. Anyone who says she is wrong is part of the problem. Another one says, I'm here for everything she is saying. As a black woman who has worked damn hard for everything academically, professionally, personally, and spiritually, why guilt me when I want my partner in life to have equal or greater? And do we ask any other racial group if they are okay with dating below their station in life? Right. Only the black woman gets prosecuted for wanting somebody equal to her or above. when every other woman on the planet Earth wants the exact same thing and nothing seems to be wrong with that. The official Randy Webb says, I think we all are missing the point. Bigotry of low expectations sums it up. Why are we defending not elevating as black folks? She's correct. What we've been doing is not working for us, and soon as someone says we need to do better, everyone gets upset. We know the system is a problem, but we can't sit back all day and blame the system. We have to figure it out and elevate so we can make change for the next generation. Our problem as black folks is we don't want to be told that we are not meeting the standards. We prefer to blame the system, which is fair. However, it doesn't allow us to progress. If we give the system the power, it's okay that we start setting the bar high for ourselves. That is how we will all grow. Exactly. I mean, the system is the system for a reason, but we have to rise in spite of the system, not stay down because of the system. Body by Ashley says, she is not lying. We have to do better as a whole. However, men are very vocal about their preferences. This is no different. Who is Isaac Paul says, y'all stop being fake deep. She's a woman that's doing boss-ish and don't want to date a person who not on her level. Iyanla asks a dumb question that nobody with legit options would jump on. I would expect Iyanla to date a bus driver, not Beyonce. Thank you. The world been like this. Women prefer powerful men. Stop making weak excuses to cover feelings of inadequacy. If it bothers you, then you can either A, not date her, or B, level the hell up. Thank you. And if her state of mind results in her being single, that is her prerogative. But stop making arguments against her preference like we all don't have ish we like. Thank you. We all have preferences, and there's nothing wrong with it. That don't mean that we're putting other people down that's not our preference. It's just that we have a preference, and we all do. This is my response to his comment. You touched my soul with this one. Exactly, he really did. Now, when Kevin Wormfood Samuels, shout out to Cynthia G, was clowning this woman and telling her she's nobody's preference because she's black, she's old, she got kids, nobody came to her rescue. Nobody checked Kevin. Everybody just clapped and laughed. Make it make sense. Now, when a black woman mentions the fact that she would like her man to at least own a bus due to the fact that she's a successful lawyer, everybody, has a problem with it. I mean, I don't know if black men understand what's really going on, but Eboni is the one that believes that you are capable of owning a bus, and Iyanla is the one that believes that you're really not. But the question is, who do you agree with? Cinnabon Mammy says, I'm sorry, but expecting an attorney/TV pundit to date a bus driver is insulting. Y'all never want black women to practice hypergamy, and it's weird. Roundtree 08 says, I hope Iyanla does the next segment on men dropping those societal expectations, stopping them from dating single moms, unattractive women, and preferring younger women. It wouldn't be fair to make those women feel less than, but I have a feeling it's not coming. It's not. It's really not. Because apparently they feel like we're strong enough to get our feelings hurt, but men aren't. Lady Darlene _Hart says, before I even hear what she has to say, she is the same woman who disrespected her husband on Oprah's show saying he didn't have anything. Okay, this person says, if you are a high-earning woman, don't listen to these fools telling you to lower your standards. I'm trying to tell you. You'll end up just like Jill Scott, Kelly Clarkson, Adele, and others paying alimony and child support. Yes, you can date a bus driver, but if he has no ambition to have the same entrepreneurial mindset to evolve to owning the bus or expanded his education for better opportunities. Don't set yourself up resenting having to take care of a man and your family in the lifestyle you're accustomed to. Stay woke. Exactly. You'll be stuck paying for this man's children and everything else because you was the primary breadwinner. I know somebody that this actually happened to. You know, she married a man that didn't make as much money as she did. She was the primary breadwinner, and he went out and had a baby on her, and she eventually had to pay his child support. To add insult to injury, not only was she cheated on and disrespected by this man, she had to pay for the child that he went out and created. I mean, just madness. You know, when people get married, they don't want to plan for a divorce at the same time. So it's very hard for people to get prenups and talk about those types of things. But if you are a high earning woman and you know you're going to be in a relationship or marry a man that don't make as much as you definitely have to have a prenup. Okay, this last comment is by Jennifer. Of course, Iyanla would date the bus drivers or anyone that wants her. She's old and desperate. We, on the other hand, are not. We got options and we're not settling. We can date bus drivers when we're old and desperate like her, not in our prime. Bye. All right, Jennifer, that was kind of mean, but you know, you get the point. Okay, so the girlies have spoken. They say they're not settling, so men, y'all just gotta step it up. That's all I have for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you like it. Thanks. Bye-bye.